Shabbat Shalom, King. We live now, brother.
Shabath Shalom. Shabath Shalom.
God, man. This we doing a late night class. You know what I mean? Brother had to work, man. Unfortunately on the Shabbat, but the Most High he gonna give us mercy and grace. You know what I mean? For when we have to do these things, we try to keep the laws to our best of our ability. I got my brother on my phone. This United in Yahweh, Defenders of Israel 144, a sec out of Chicago. And before we get started on this thing, man, we're gonna break it. We're gonna just a commentary. We're gonna cover like various topics. We're gonna go into like a lot of these pagan holidays and these feast days that's coming up, man. We just had Thanksgiving just came up. You know what I mean? Brother Moff gonna bring out some precepts to rebuke Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? But first, before we do this, I want to give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And I give double honors to the elders as we're teaching this truth to the four corners of the earth, and the young man laboring in this truth to the four corners of the earth. Kwam Yasha'Allah. So
Kwam Yasha'Allah.
I'm gonna pitch it to you, King. Shabbat Shalom.
Come. All right, Israel. Shabbat Shalom, Israel. So basically we starting off with I see everybody, in America, especially us Israelites, like everybody is celebrating Thanksgiving. What a lot of people don't know is y'all think y'all celebrate Thanksgiving and family, but really y'all celebrating the genocide. Actually y'all celebrating the slaughter and genocide of our Israelites, brothers and sisters. It's the tribe of Gad. That's the Indians, the so-called Indians. So basically, we just gonna cover a few things, man. Tell y'all about the feast days that y'all should be celebrating. We got a feast of dedication coming up. So that's what we should be celebrating. We should be celebrating those feast days and not these pagan holidays that that the Edomites that made everybody believe that the holidays we got to celebrate. No, we shouldn't be celebrating no genocide. Our brothers and sisters that got slain. So that basically, like I just told you, Israel, Thanksgiving is not what you think. Thanksgiving is actually the massacre of the children of Israel. So it happened in 1620, man. So so basically there was a thousand years or so, a thousand years before, or maybe even longer. It was even longer. The native Indians was over here in this land, before the Edomites came over here. So that was a man called I don't know if I'm saying it exactly right, but correct me if I'm wrong. But there was a man called Amerigo Vespucci.
Khan, you right, you got it, King.
Vespucci, right? So that's who America is named after. This man, everybody think it was Christopher Columbus that came over here to discover America. Actually, this man, Amerigo Vespucci, he was an Italian explorer. He came over here and he noticed there was people in this land. There was Israelites in this land. That's what happened. You know what I mean? And that was actually the first Edomite that seen the Indians over here. They seen the Israelites, the tribe of Gad, over here already. This was their land. This ain't had nothing to do, but just like how they do, man, they came over here with force and took the land. They ain't never had their own land before. They came over here and they took it with violence and force. Like they do everything. You know what I mean? So man. So he was the first person to realize that there was Israelites over here in the land, man. So I don't understand how you just walk into somebody else's land. He didn't discover it, they stole it. You know what I'm saying? They stole it. They didn't discover it, they stole it. You know what I mean? And so basically, I want to show everybody how the Indians was our Israelites, brothers and sisters, man. Let's go to Genesis 49 and 1.
Con. Okay, let me pull up the Bible app, King.
Come.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, man. People cooking turkeys and ham and all this stuff, man. All that pork and turkey and greens and macaroni and cheese and all that. Knowing y'all celebrating the genocide, man. Y'all celebrating the destruction of our Israelite brothers and sisters, man.
Good, good. He said he was cooking what I
You say well, my bad, I hear you. You say what?
now I'm saying what you said he was cooking out.
Yeah, cooking turkeys and pork. All every they cooking the whole pig. They over there cooking chillers and, 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 and ham and ribs and man, over here having a great time celebrating the genocide of our brothers and sisters, man. I'm like, man,
Good,
I'm getting more heated. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on social media putting up they posts all about the dinners they cook, man. I'm getting more heated, man. Like,
good.
wow, man,
Yeah,
Edomites really, man. You know, Esau really got us confused, man.
good, good.
Man,
So I got the Bible I put up there. What you call Genesis
49 and 1, King. 49
40
and
got
1.
one. Okay, good, good. All right, here it
Yeah.
goes. I'll read it for you, King.
Okay.
This the
So
book of
this
Genesis.
was okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, slack out. You about to say something, King?
No. Go ahead. You can read it first.
Okay, cut. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1. And
Hmm.
Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together that I might tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
See, so this is Jacob, which was Jacob is Israel. You know, he's the father of the nations of Israel. So
Cut.
basically, he's telling his sons in future prophecies. Now, this all the way back then. He's telling us what's gonna happen to us in the latter days. You know what I mean? He's telling us what's about to happen. So we're gonna go down to 49 and 19. So we just gonna get right to what he tell the tribe of Gad. See, this is what people this is what some people don't understand. You know, I be hearing a lot of some tribes of Judah saying like, "Nah, we the only ones. We the only Israelites. Only the brown people are the Israelites." You know what I
You
mean?
talk
But
about
that's you know,
Salakia, okay, you talk about the Negro onlys?
yeah, the Negroes only, the so-called Negroes. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Negroes only, man.
yeah, you got a lot of
Saying,
Israelite camps, some Israelite camps outside of the One West movement. They call themselves Negro only. So they don't believe that
exactly.
they don't only believe that the Negroes are the Israelites. They don't believe that the Latinos or the Native Americans are in the Israelites. So them the
See,
Negro only.
what? Well. That's wrong. You know what I
Con,
mean? Like,
con,
nah, that's not true. You know what I mean? And it's showing you in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Indians was the tribe of Gad. So he basically he was telling in Genesis 49, he was telling all his sons about the latter days and what's gonna happen to them. And
con,
this fit the description of the tribe of Gad right here.
con,
So read 49:19, King.
con. This is the book of Genesis 49, verse 19. Gad is
Mhm.
a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
So troop meaning a group of soldiers, a company of people, or in biblical terms, a force of evil spirits. You know what I mean? So read that again one more time, King.
Con. This is the book of Genesis 49, verse 19.
Uh,
Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
so a troop shall overcome him. So who came up in there and stole their land and grabbed them by force with violence? Esau.
Yep,
You know what
con.
I'm saying? Esau was the troop. You know what I mean? But this
Mm,
was all part of, the Most High, everybody is the Most High puppets. you know. So they get they win. So basically, they 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 won that little battle. They won a little battle, but they ain't win the war because at the end, you know, the Israelites, brother and sister, the tribe of Gad, gonna get their land back. So it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know. Let's see. So basically, the troops was the pilgrims. They overtook their land in 1620. You know what I mean?
God.
And then so basically, man, you know, that's the whole thing. That's what y'all celebrate, man. Yeah, when y'all celebrating Thanksgiving, is pagan, all these pagan holidays and stuff like that. And Christmas the worst. Oh, wait till we get on that. You know what I'm saying? Our other lives. But Christmas is probably the worst. But right now, Thanksgiving, man, Thanksgiving, you basically celebrating murderers, rapists, um, um, they steal, they stole, you know, like thieves, you know what I mean? Like y'all not celebrating what y'all think y'all celebrate, you know. And basically, basically what they was telling us, America was telling us a lie, man. They give us the lie that the pilgrims came over here in 1620, and then the tribe of Gad, which they called back then savage people. They called them savage people. They called the Israelites, the tribe of Gad, savage people. You know what I'm saying? The Indians. And they basically said they humbled themselves and then they just gave up their land to the pilgrims. And they
Right.
had a big feast with a lot of turkeys. They don't
Right.
even sound right. You
Now,
know what I'm saying? They don't even sound right. Who just gonna come over there and just give up their land to somebody? You
that's a
know what I mean?
that's a damn lie, King.
That's a lie. That's a lie. And they've been lying to us this whole time. They teach you that in school. All the pilgrims came over here and them and the Indians, they had turkeys together and they had Thanksgiving feasts together, and the Indians just gave up their land because they that nice. That didn't happen. That didn't happen, man. Like I said, man, the Esau came over here and they slaughtered them people, man. And they forced our people up out of their land. That's what they did, and that's what they continue to do.
Yeah.
And that's what they continue to do. That's shoot. That's like me saying here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just get. I own the house or I own some land. I'm just gonna say, man, here, Esau, go ahead. You could take it. I'll just give it to the Edomite. You know what I'm saying? No, man, that ain't what happened, man. Ain't nobody just giving up their land. We gotta wake up. So yeah, man. So so basically, man, they committed genocide on our people, man. And so genocide means a systematic destruction to a people.
Yeah.
So the same thing that Ish doing over there to Gaza right now, that's what the pilgrims did to us Israelites over here. And I'm saying us as in they are brothers and sisters too, man. We gotta stop thinking that Negroes is just the Israelites. You know what I mean? The Indians are our brothers and sisters too, man. So the same thing the Ish is doing, the Ish people doing over there right now to those people in Gaza, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that they did to us over here. You know what I mean? The same exact thing. It's just a systematic destruction of a people, of a nation. You know what I mean? So so basically, the same things the Indians went through, they went through the same thing we went through, man. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. All of us Israelites have been going through the same things, man. We basically going through the same things. So let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 15, okay?
God.
Get into more scriptures, man. I've been talking a lot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's good, King, man. Let the spirit move you, King, because this truth got to get out. I
Man,
don't.
sometimes you just gotta speak common sense to people, man, because it's just like it's right here. You know what I mean? right here in the scriptures.
Good. Okay, let me get it for you, King. There's a book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it
Hmm.
should come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh, thy power, to deserve to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command you this day, that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee.
See, you see what I'm saying? See, so
Mm,
that's what I'm saying. The Negro, the so-called Negro Israelites, you know, they think all these curses and stuff just apply to us. No, it applies to all of us, all the nations, all the tribes. You know what I mean?
good.
It's all the curses go to all the tribes, man. We all in this together, man. Let me get Deuteronomy 28, 31 and 32, man.
Good. 28:32, right?
Yeah, yeah, and this relates to Gad, to the tribe of Gad as well. You know,
Good. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy
verse
daughters.
start with 31. Okay.
Oh, 31. Okay. Let me go
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
okay, Salakia. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 31.
Uh,
Thou ox should be slain before thy eyes,
mm,
and thou should not eat thereof. Thou
mm,
eyes, thou eyes should be violently taken away from before thy face,
mm.
and should not be restored to thee. Thou sheep should be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them.
Come. What did the pilgrims? What did Esau come over here and do? Man,
Exactly,
look,
exactly
get
that.
get 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 32, King.
Come. Next verse. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy
Hmm.
daughters should be given unto another people, and thy eyes should look and fail which longeth for them all day long, and there should be no might in thy hand.
Come. So basically, what happened was the tribe of Gad had all this land over here. You know, they had corn, they had ox, they had everything they wanted over here. But they was cursed. You know, we all was cursed, man, as Israelites, man. We was cursed because we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? So the Most High, you know, sent Esau. You know what I'm saying?
The
To
sword.
to to get everything exactly. You know what
Esau.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this verse describes what happened 100% to the tribe of Gad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, so they under the curses, people. You know what I'm saying? They under the curses, man. So they the tribe of Gad had some of the strongest soldiers, man. They had some of the strongest soldiers. They could have they you know what I'm saying? They could have put up more of a fight, but the Most High was punishing them though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because of disobedience. You know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
used the Edomites to punish us. You know what I mean? See the Most High love obedience. We was disobedient. We didn't follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. So we got these curses down against us. You know what I mean? We way stronger than any other. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites are stronger than any other people, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of skill. The Most High blessed us with a lot of skill, a lot of things, man. It's just that we was disobedient to Him. You
Well,
know what I mean?
Salakia, okay. I just want to add something. Let me. I just want to piggyback off you. Got a precept. Just want to add and go and come in with
Come,
you.
come, come,
Okay.
come.
You was talking about we strong and all this and how we did, but people got to realize that when we was taken into captivity, right,
Hmm.
by all these different nations of people, it wasn't just one. That's why the scripture talks about in Psalms. Let me see, Psalms 81, start at 81, verse 5, right? It says, "For they have
Come,
consulted together one consent, and they're confederate against us." I mean, so like confederate
come.
against. So all these, I'm not gonna go name because you know you're doing your presentation right now. You're talking about
No, no,
rebuking things.
go ahead, King.
I'm not gonna name all these nations of people, but I'm just want to let you know all these nations came together All these nations right here, from Edom to Ishmael to Moab to Haggernes to Jabal to Amalek. And all these nations pretty much came against us, man. That's why even though we were so strong, all these nations, the Most High, that all these nations come up here and gather us and put us in captivity. That's all. Push
Con,
back.
con. Good information, King. They need to hear that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's definitely, man. Listen to my brother Baraki out, man. That's exactly what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is basically telling us, man, get our stuff together, man. Start following His laws, statutes, and commandments, because we are His people, man. He chose us, but we have to act like it. You know what I mean? We're not acting like it. You know what I mean? And the Most High just can't stand disobedience, and He hates these pagan holidays. We gotta stop celebrating these fake pagan holidays, man. You know what? Give me Amos 5:21. Give me
Cut.
Amos 5:21, man.
Oh, second, man. I need to put my phone on mute. I don't even know who called me. Select, yeah, King. This my rib. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, you all good.
But
You all good. Yeah.
I'm still gonna pull up.
Okay, come. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. The most high he just hate us celebrating these days, man. These are not his days, Israel. These are not his holy feast days, man. He just want us to celebrate his days. He's a jealous most high. You know, like he is he get frustrated, he get mad when we celebrate these other gods' holidays. You know, this is not what his people celebrate, man. His people celebrate his days, the feast days in the Bible, the feast days he appointed to us, not all these pagan holidays. New Year. The New Year is not even. That's crazy because the New Year is in the springtime when everything blossom, when everything come up. The New Year is not dead in the wintertime. Everything is dead in the wintertime.
Cut.
So that's not even possible, man. At Christmas, I ain't even gonna get started on that, man. We got to do a whole nother live on that, man.
Cut. You know we ain't. You know we is.
Yeah, man, we got to do a whole nother live on that. I don't even want to get into that right now. You know what I mean?
Cut. You want me to hit that Amos for you?
Yeah, King. Lock y'all. Yeah, King.
Cut. This is the
Uh,
book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I
mm,
hate and despise your feast days, and I will not
mm.
spell in your solemn assemblies.
You see what I'm saying? What I just told y'all, Israel. He hate these days. We sitting up here celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas and all these pagan holidays. He hated. He's a jealous Most High. He will never change. He just want us to be obedient and celebrate His feast days, man. And we're not getting it. You know, we're hard-headed people. We're not getting it. The scripture just says it. He hate these days. He hate when we out there celebrating these days, and then try to say, "Oh, we in the spirit of family and the Most High and all this stuff." No, y'all not. Y'all celebrating the evil spirit days, man. Y'all celebrating Satan days, man. So so these are the days we should be celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Give me and I'm gonna digress after this. Give me Psalms 103, 4, and 5, King.
Cut.
This is
Son,
what we should be celebrating, man.
he said,
This is
son,
what we should this is what we should be celebrating for. Yeah, Psalms 103, 4, and 5. King.
all right, cut. This damn
Yeah.
Bible app thing is messing up, man. It's like you can't click to the verse, so I got to click on
Oh
the
man.
whole thing, then work my way. I don't know what's going on with that Hasatan. It's been doing it every live. I don't know why, but I still,
Mm,
pull it up. But
you you you
that's
you know why, but that's all right. We still gonna get it out.
oh, cut right. So he said this is the book of Psalms, chapter 103,
Chapter 103, 4, and 5.
4, okay, 4 or 5. Okay. This is Psalms 103, chapter
No,
103.
no. Salakia. It's Psalms chapter 103, 4, and 5.
Right, yeah, that's what I got. You say chapter 103, right? 100.
No, chapter
Oh,
100.
chapter 100. Oh, chapter
Right,
100. Oh, okay, Salakia.
right. Come.
Okay, hold on, let me go back to previous chapter. Okay. Chapter 100, 3,
Right.
4, and 5.
Come.
Okay, good. I got this is the book of Psalms, chapter 100, verse 3.
Mm,
Know that, Lord, He is God. It is
come.
He that had made us, and not we ourselves. We are His people and the sheep of His pasture.
Mm, come. Keep going.
Verse 4. Enter into His gates with thanksgiving, in His courts with praise. Be thankful unto Him and bless His name.
Come. Last one.
Verse 5. For Yahweh is good, His mercy is everlasting, and His truth endure to all generations.
To all generations, if we just celebrate his holy feast days, man, that explains it 100%. So instead of us celebrating all these pagan holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and stuff, let's celebrate his feast days, the feast days of the Bible, the feast days of the Scripture,
Come.
and that's how he blessed us and all our generations. But we keep celebrating these pagan holidays, we're gonna keep having all this stuff against us, man. Like all these evil spirits and stuff against us, man.
Come.
So I digress after that, man. I give it to my brother Baraki out, man. He's gonna break some things down, man, about what's happening today, and you gonna touch on the pagan days too, right?
Yeah, Con, definitely, man. I'm definitely gonna touch on these pagan days, King.
God,
We just had
God.
Thanksgiving, which is Thanksgiving, like you said. That's nothing but a day of genocide, man. And
God.
I talked to relatives and people that well, it's like we not celebrating these days. We just cooking and we just coming together because we off for days, but
Mm-hmm.
you celebrating. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that because like okay, you can always you be off on the weekend. You can always come
God.
together cook on the weekend. So why do we have to wait till these Edomites give us days off and say, okay, now we're about to do a family thing, and now we're gonna do it? That's unacceptable. We can't do that, man. And
God.
I try to talk to my rib and other relatives, and I be letting them know like, hey, this ain't where it's at. I'll holler at you when Thanksgiving over. You know what I'm saying? Because
God. God.
I ain't
God.
I'm not about to partake in that, but I pretty much blame the Christian church, man. A lot of things like you saying, like we talked about all these uh pagan holidays, and then we go into how you
Mm,
about how New Year's is actually in the spring and not in the winter. And see, we've been going to church pretty much. You was born in the church, like raised in the church, like I was, right?
God. God.
So by the time you came an Israelite, you learned so much biblical education of things that are going on in the Bible, right? Dealing with holy days and seasons and all that. Now you've been going to church probably about all your life, about 20, roughly 30, 40 years, and you still don't know what's going on. So
God.
our
God.
people are being misled, by these mega churches, going to these churches, listen to these pastors. They're not teaching them nothing about this. They read
God.
John 3:16. Have a nice day. Give me your tithe money. Get out of my church, right?
God.
But the most high
God.
tired of that, man. So I'm gonna go into Ezekiel and see the
Okay.
most high. You know what I mean? He let them play this game long enough. You know what I'm saying? That's why
God. God.
God raised up valiant man. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Us. You know what I'm saying? To do this work. You know
God.
what I mean? Because he tired of
God.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all better stop playing, man. Look, he he only gonna take so much, man. He only gonna take so much, man. You know,
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to Ezekiel
man.
chapter 22,
Hmm.
start from verse 26, King. Baba. Kashav to
verse
read from it.
26. Come. We got
Yeah,
the book of
well, yeah,
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel chapter 22, started from verse 26.
Okay, come. We got Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 26. And her priests have violated my law and have
So
profaned my
it's like that, King. You say who would violate her law? Who violated
priests,
the priest?
the
Okay, come.
priests.
Okay,
Come. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profane among them.
okay, slack. I'll stop right there, King. So he says the priests have violated the law. So what they teach you in church, the law is done away with, right? So this is
Uh,
clearly violation of the law. Mashiach Yahushua, who the world is called Jesus Christ, tells you if you teach somebody to break the law, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You teach, you say you'll be least in the kingdom of heaven, right?
it
So
clearly tells you
it
that.
clearly tells you that, right? So they violate the law by telling you that the law is done away with. You don't have to worry about that. The law is done away with, right? And then it says he says they have profaned my holy things, right? So they don't even teach you what's holy, what is set apart, or how to be set apart, right? They're not teaching you this, right? Then they say
Uh,
they have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed the difference between the unclean and the clean. So they tell you,
uh,
oh, you can eat whatever you want, baby. Just pray over. So you get you some chitlins, you get you some ham hocks, get you some catfish, get you some strip, get you some lobsters. All this is good, right? And just pray over,
right.
and this will be good for you. If you sit back and do the research, right? These foods they are so parasitic. These foods are the leading cause of cancer in the so-called Black and Latino, Native American,
There you go.
Indian community.
There
These
you
things
go.
are killing our people, right? But they tell you to pray over it, right, and eat it, right? Because first of all, your pastor don't want to teach you that you're an Israelite, you so-called black man, you so-called Latino man, you so-called Native
Mm,
American man. They don't want to teach you that, right? So they're
mm,
not going to teach you this. They're going to teach you John 3:16. They ain't not going to teach
mm,
you between unclean. They're not going to teach you that. They're going to continue to tell you to be unclean. It's okay. Pray over it. Jesus got you, right? When Jesus himself didn't say
mm,
that. And then he said, they are here they ask from my Shabbats, my Sabbaths, right?
mm,
So then they
mm.
tell you, okay, we didn't told Christian pastors plenty, I'm pretty sure Sunday is not the Sabbath. Oh,
Uh,
it doesn't matter as long as we go to church. It does matter. You know what I mean? The Most High never changed. So if he cared about his Shabbat in the biblical times, what make you think he don't care about his Shabbat in the modern times?
come, come. He don't change. The Most High don't change.
Right. He don't change. Right. So what makes you think so today is Shabbat right now? Now some brothers keep Friday and Saturday in the Israelite community. That's okay. I'm not going there with that. But the Christian pastors, they teach Sunday. You know what I mean? So Sunday
Mm,
started with the sun god Tammuz, right? So this is
come,
sun god pagan worship that was started by Constantine Noble. He started
come,
this thing under
come,
Constantine Noble, right? And
come.
this is where the Christian origins come from. And most Christians know this, right? But they'll still try to come out and battle us or whatever, say we going off or we doing wrong or whatever like this. When the Christian origin is pagan, rooted in witchcraft. And witchcraft.
Come,
So you
come.
the sun god, you're keeping Thanksgiving, you're keeping Christmas with that got nothing to do with Mashiach Yahushua, who the world is even called Jesus Christ, right? They was actually
Come.
celebrating Christmas in the book of Jeremiah, right? I'll get to that. And Jeremiah time frame come from 722 BC. I might not be accurate on the time, but I know it's somewhere around there. So this is over 2,000 years ago before Mashiach Yahushua came in the flesh. You see
Come.
what I'm saying? So they was decking the trees. That's a Jeremiah 10. I get it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
I get it just to put it up for edification purposes. So they
Mm-hmm.
in the trees are doing this. Now Mashiach Yahushua hadn't even came in the flesh yet. He haven't even
Come,
came yet. So they was
come.
already doing these demonic rituals and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
these people be in church. These people be in church decking the trees and all this stuff, talking about, oh, this is when Jesus Christ was born. Is you serious? Let me start. I'm gonna start off with Jeremiah
Come.
chapter 10, verse 2, real quick, King Baba Kasha.
Okay. Okay. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2.
Good.
We got the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So like I'll stop right there, King. So do not go into the ways of the heathen. So when you telling them that the law done away with, it's okay for you to celebrate Thanksgiving. It's okay for you to celebrate Christmas. It's okay for you to celebrate New Year's. You going into the ways of the heathen. And then one
Come,
more thing, like I forgot, I seen something so disturbing on Facebook. I'm not gonna even name the brother name. I'm not gonna even name his name. But
come,
the brother
come.
said, well, he always teaches. He's considered himself a so-called conscious Israelite. He teaches the
Mm-hmm.
Israelite community that it's okay to break the law, that the law is done away with. Paul taught the law was done away with. You don't have to do this, but it's okay to keep Thanksgiving. He said that actually in his post.
Wow.
Yeah, he said that. So this man is being driven by a demonic force because
Oh,
if
for sure.
if you're telling the community to not to keep the holy feast days of the Most High, but it's okay to keep Thanksgiving when we know this is a day of genocide, that's a big problem.
I mean, yeah, I think he's definitely getting driven by evil spirits because that's impossible. Why would you do that? Why would you celebrate these pagan holidays and the scripture clearly tells you what feast days to celebrate? Like that don't even make sense. So I
No,
mean,
is he's saying it was okay to give God thanks that this is a day of genocide. This is the day of genocide and the blood of people that was murdered, the so-called Native Americans, the children of Israel, right? The children of Israel, right? They was murdered,
mm,
and it's okay to give
uh,
thanks to this day, but do away with the Most High laws. Okay, so that was disturbing me when I seen it. I just said, "Wow!" I didn't comment. I didn't even go in there with nobody. Everybody went crazy in it. I just let it be because I say, "Look, the Most High led this man to a reprobate mind." You know what I mean? But
uh,
you know
uh,
what I'm saying? Now we about to I'm gonna leave that topic alone. I just want to just touch on that because that's just disturbing. But I'm gonna
yeah, come.
get that verse 3 real quick, King, and just show you that this.
Okay.
Now before we read that verse 3, let me bring this out real quick. So for the
Uh,
viewers. Now
uh,
Jeremiah is one of the prophets that was around BC, before Common Era, before AD, right? This is BC. Keep in mind, AD hadn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? This
uh,
is before Common Era, right? So this is around 722 BC. I'm not correct on the actual time of Jeremiah, but I know it's somewhere around that time. Now, Mashiach Yahushua, Mary and Joseph wasn't even on the scene, wasn't even born yet in the physical form. None of them,
mm,
right?
mm,
So none of them was ever born, right?
uh,
Mashiach Yahushua always been, but we saying in the physical before he became the Word, right? He wasn't there.
mm-hmm,
Go hit that verse
uh.
2.
Okay. This Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 3. For the custom of people are gained. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Right, slack it right there. So they already cutting the tree and doing this, celebrating what they call Christmas, cutting the tree out. What they do in the ritual of Christmas, they doing this before Mashiach Yahushua was born. So if you read this
Uh,
so-called Christian and you continue in this folly, you're a witch or a warlock. You're being demonic.
because what do they say nowadays? You know what I mean? What is Christmas celebrated for? They say, oh, it's celebrating the birth of the Messiah.
Come,
Obviously, the Messiah wasn't even here yet. His parents wasn't even here yet,
come,
and they doing this ritual.
right, come.
This is evil. This is an evil ritual, people. Come on, man. Come on, man. This obvious.
Good.
Come on, man. We gotta wake up, man. We
Good.
gotta wake up.
Hit that
You want
verse.
me to
Yeah.
hit four?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Kill it out.
So they deck the tree that they just cut. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not.
Right. Con. So it moves not. So this is a demonic ritual, and you see
Uh,
this. You see what I'm saying? So that's terrible, man. So
Come, man.
I'm gonna leave that alone where it's at, man. I'm gonna go back and do some more rebuking on Thanksgiving that just passed. So, like you was bringing up the topic of Negroes only, right? Some
Uh,
people don't accept the Latinos, Native American uh, brothers because they saying, oh well, they light, they mixed in with the Spaniards and conquistadors or whatever. But the scriptures clearly tell you. So I'm gonna go into the book of Second Esdras, right, chapter
okay.
13, chapter 13, and show you how these people got over here, right?
Come, come,
Let me
come,
go to that. Let me get the apocrypha.
come.
So I gotta type this in. Okay, second address. Okay, verse
So the
13.
Spaniards came over and took over the Israelites and started like raping us and stuff like that, right? Because
Right,
that was uh,
right. Yeah, the Spaniards and the conquistadors, the French, the Anglo-Saxon, they all came over here and participated in the genocide of the so-called the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, the Northern Kingdoms.
uh,
And the scriptures tell you how they got over here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to the Apocrypha. So you're going to the
come.
Apocrypha, right? Second Ezra chapter 13. Let me see where I'm going to start.
Hmm.
Because it tell you exactly how these people got over here. Hold on.
Exactly. So that's what people don't understand. The the so-called Negro Israelites, man. That these people was captured and enslaved too. You know what I mean? They
Right.
got things women raped and everything that so-called Negroes went through. These same tribes went through the same thing. You
Right.
know,
They
the
basically pretty
so-called
much went through
Latinos.
the curse. Right. They pretty much went through the curses just like we did. You see what I'm saying? They was raped,
Exactly.
they pillaged, you know what I mean? Like you just brought up
Exactly.
that Deuteronomy 28:32, and then 31, how they act, they animals was taken. That's pretty much what they went through, man. These people was done
Come.
wrong, man. I was reading this history book, man. They was saying that they heard did them so bad, man. Like when they was raping and killing these people so bad, the other Edomites had started coming together, like, hey, let's just stop doing it. Like it was like at an all-time high, man. You know what I mean?
Come, man.
And then even now, you see, you know what I'm saying, what the orange man doing. He sit up here, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying, with these concentration camps for the immigrants and stuff like that. When they was told to come over here by Biden in the first place. You see what I'm saying?
Come.
So they pretty
Come.
much got set up. Like people were like, oh, you Democrat, Republican. I'm neither. Both of them, like Malcolm X said, in the birth, they both the same bird with the two different wings. That's it. You know what I mean? And Biden got him over here, and Orange Man got him getting them all out of here. You know what I'm saying? These people be
Man.
put in concentration camps, being raped, being detained, and then they are actually just getting natural born citizens over here too. They getting them too. So you could clearly see that the Northern Kingdom is still being attacked in ancient times, and they're being attacked now.
And you best to believe they getting the Northern Kingdom right now. Guess who they going after up next?
Well, they already got some of the brothers. Some when they went over there,
Yeah, hey man.
South Shore Drive was building. It was blacks and Latinos, and they got all them people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Them and stuff like that. So, you know, these are the curses, man. And people got to wake up and smell a coffee. But you know, the scripture said that Judah is going to vex Ephraim. You know what I mean? Uh,
Mm.
so that's what the Negroes only doing. They vexing Ephraim, man. You know what I mean? They
Uh,
vexing them brothers. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all ain't Israelites. Y'all ain't Israelites. Y'all Edomites or whatever. Nah, them brothers Israelite. Now we always teach that the blood is of the father. So we clearly teach that yes, some Latinos and some Native Americans may be Esau, just like some black people, so-called black people
Exactly.
Esau because who their fathers were. But
Con.
these people were over here, you know what I mean? Some of these people come from the bloodline Aztecs, the Simeon Indians, the blood tie
Mm-hmm.
fathers were still over here and they were still mating with these women. So all of
Con.
the kingdom is not uh Edomites. These people are still Israelites, you know what I mean?
Con.
I got friends that could track their bloodline all the way back to the Aztecs from the
Mm.
blood of the father. You know what I mean?
Con.
But let me
Con.
get in this let me bring this second Ezra chapter 30, verse 14. It says,
Chapter 30, verse 14.
Slakia. Second Ezra chapter 30, Slakia, chapter
Okay.
13, verse 40. Chapter
Oh,
13,
chapter 13, verse 4,
no, 40.
40. Oh, I could bring it up for you, King, if you
Okay,
want me to. We got second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanazar, the king of Azariah,
Assyria.
Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. Oh wow.
So start right there. So the king of
Mm,
Assyria was at the northern kingdom when they was in Samaria, right? So
right,
they took
huh?
it to the other land. And you can actually go into I'm not gonna go into that now because we're running out of time. But actually in second Kings, I believe somewhere around there in 17, that he took the northern kingdom out the land and he replaced them with other nation of people that wasn't Israelites, right? And he took them out the land and put them over there.
Wow,
So this is all the way back during the biblical ancient times,
huh,
right?
huh,
So you get
yeah, huh.
verse 41.
Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves that they will leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. Wow.
Yeah, right. So they went into a further country, right, where mankind never dwelt, right? So that's where it was at because you had the third world. Like, see, back in the ancient times, I'm not gonna touch on it too much because we run out of time. But that's what Christopher Columbus. So when he was in America and he was talking, they thought he was crazy. And he was like, well, it's another part of the world because see, they only thought it was just Europe, Africa, and Asia. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know
Mm.
it was a Western hemisphere. They didn't know what was over there, so they all thought he was crazy. And he actually read the book of Esdras and found that's why he got over there because he read this
That's
book.
what Dan, that's what I was about to say, King. That's what I was about to say. He read the scriptures and found out where they were.
Yeah, and then a sellout. Well, I ain't gonna call him a sellout, but this Israelite
Mm.
actually helped him sail over here because they was forcing him into Christianity. They was going to kill him. So he
Really?
so he did everything to comply because he was trying to stay. I'm gonna pull his name up. I think his name is Louis D. Torres. I'm gonna pull him up too after we finish reading.
Oh, I've heard of him. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
he
heard of him.
actually
I
the one
didn't
who
do
actually sailed over here with Christopher Columbus.
con. Yeah, because Christopher Columbus ain't know nothing about it. He had to get a Israelite in order to tell him where everything was at and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, he had to get it.
Okay.
Yeah, to help him to tell where that was at because he had no clue because we always was good with astrology and how to follow the east wind west wind. We always was the people that was good through that. You know what I mean?
Con.
All our
Con.
knowledge. We always had this knowledge. Even now, like we were learning the knowledge. Now we learning about the moons and the new moons, the full moons,
Mm-hmm.
astrologies, the North Star. That's how they found Mashiach
Con.
Yahushua, the three wise men, because he was following the North Star. You know what I mean? So we
Con.
had this knowledge back then. We were gaining it now. You see what I'm saying? So that's why
Con.
uh, Christopher Columbus, you know what I'm saying, Christopher Killer Columbus took an Israel
Right.
over there to help him find it. But you can go ahead,
Con.
keep reading. 42.
Oh, 42. Okay. This is good information, King. Um, we got second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 42, that they might dare keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Right. They never kept the statutes. When they was coming to this new land, they wanted to keep, keep the statutes. But you know how Israel is, man. They come over here, Israel,
Hmm.
they never you know what I mean? They never keep it
Hmm.
off. They always go off. The plan is to start doing it, but it never go off. But you go ahead, King.
Disobedient, man. And
Yeah.
43, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. 44. For the most high then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. Wow, okay. 45. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called
Azareth.
Azareth.
I start right there, King. Let me bring this out real quick, right? So some
Uh,
people saying that the Northern Kingdom is in Africa, and I'm not saying they ain't. I'm not saying they're not because we scattered to the four corners of the earth. But this particular land that they had to go to, it says, for though the country it was a great way to go, namely a year and a half. So they are already located in North Africa and Asia, right? And they going to
uh,
down to Africa. Do you think it would take a year and a half?
uh,
This
uh,
is namely a year and a half. So this over 360 days and 6 months. This is a
mm,
year and a half. And the Most High, it said,
uh,
the Most High then showed them signs for them.
mm,
To go. The Most High had to show them the signs. And hell
uh,
flood till they passed over.
uh,
You see what I'm
uh,
saying?
uh,
You know, and then
uh,
we'll hit that verse 46, King.
46. 46. Then dwelt they there until the latter time. And now when they shall begin to come.
All right there. So they here in latter times. They still that's who was over here. You see what I'm saying? And latter.
Uh,
So I'm gonna put up that guy. Let me see the guy that sailed over here with Christopher Columbus. Let me see if I can pull this guy up. His name was Louis.
so they got so they got Christopher Columbus over here, like he the one that found the country and stuff like that. Really, the man was a killer, y'all. He was a murderer.
Right, he was
He
a murderer.
he read the scriptures and found them an Israelite so he could come over here and murder all these Israelites, all our Israelites, brothers and sisters.
Right,
He did not find no country. That man is not a hero. He's a murderer.
right,
Point blank period. So
right,
that's
right,
what y'all celebrate. When y'all celebrating Columbus Day, that's what y'all celebrate.
right. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now. Now this is the guy that came over here, right here, King. Let me share the screen. All right, did you
Okay.
see that?
Hold on. Let me make sure.
Should see it on the screen.
Yeah, I see. Is it Louis de Torres?
Yeah, Luis de Torres. Yeah, said Luis de Torres died 1493. Was a Christopher Columbus interpreter on the first voyage to America. Now, why he's an interpreter? So Christopher Columbus knew he was coming to talk to Israelites because this man is a Hebrew Israelite, right? It says
Uh,
De Torres was a converso, a Jewish person. He's Jew, but they call him Jewish, but we know that's not the right term. He was an Israelite who forced to
uh,
convert to Christianity or be put to death according to the Spanish Inquisition, because it was a Spanish Inquisition. They was forcing everybody to serve the new religion, to be Catholics, right? Making people
uh,
get baptized and everything. If you didn't do it, they killed you. It says
come.
apparently born Joseph ben Ha Levi, Havria in Margot, Spain. De Torres was chosen by Columbus for his knowledge of Hebrew, Chaldaic, and Arabic. So why is he taking somebody over there to a land he never know, and he speaking somebody that speak well in Hebrew, Chaldaic, and Arabic. These Eastern languages. Why is he taking somebody
Mm.
over there? Think about this, man. And then he
Uh,
said, arriving at
uh,
Cuba, he's supposed to be an age at the. He arrived at Cuba, which he's supposed to be at the Asian coast. Columbus sent D. Torres and the sailor Rodrigo de Jerez, an expedition island on November 2nd, 1492. See, why would he take somebody over there that's speaking Hebrew? See, they lying to people, man. See, the Bible and Apocrypha is historical documents, man. This is historical documents. And see, Christopher Columbus knew exactly what he was going to do. He knew the children of Israel was under the curse. He knew he was going to pretty much have his way when he got over there, and he took an interpreter of the language to take these people and talk to these people so he can do what he ended up doing, man. You see what I'm saying? And then a lot of people's trying to they want to teach this bull crap now. We indigenous, they pretty much trying to say the transatlantic slave trading happened. And one of my buddies, man, he put this post, man. It just, man, one of my brothers, man, he put this post up on there, man. I love this post, man. He said, he said, don't be slow. He said, if they reclassify the Native Americans as Negroes, that means the Native American had to look like Negroes.
Negro, exactly.
So
exactly.
So he's like, don't be slow. So don't listen to these people trying to say that the people that's now some Native Americans. I'm gonna touch on this scripture too. I'm gonna go into another scripture, but I'm gonna say this first. Now, some Native Americans came over here. They are melanated like me and you. Because I got a buddy right now. You know what I'm saying? He's Native American, man, and he's darker than me and you. You know what I'm saying? Actually, my buddy made that post. He's darker than me and you. They don't look like the typical Native American. What's the image that people portray? They look more like they are the so-called African American or so-called black. They look like us. But what I want to explain to people is when they came over here, right? When they came over here on the ship, when they came from Israel, there were some melanated Indians and there was also some light-skinned Indians. And the Bible tells you this. You see what I'm saying? So let me go back into the scriptures. So the Bible tells you this. I gotta stop sharing the screen. Now I gotta reshare the Bible. Go back to the Bible app. Okay. So now I'm gonna go into the Word. Okay, share. All right. So we're gonna get the book of Hosea. 7 and 8. Okay. So, all right. Go back. You can get it from me, King. The book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
Okay, stop right there, King. So Ephraim is the concerning. That's when he talk about Ephraim. He talking about the whole northern kingdom, right? So it says in the scripture, Ephraim mixed himself among the people, right? So that means that Ephraim was sleeping with people that was lighter than him, right? That was Caucasian or maybe Middle Eastern or whatever like that. And he said he looked like a cake unturned. So he was talking about his complexion. So if you have a cake and you cooking it and if you don't turn it, it's gonna be dark on one side and light on the other side if you don't turn it. Right. So you know that their pigmentation and their skin color was gonna be lit up. So you have some Native Americans that are light, you know what I mean, right? Look like the oppressed. And then you have some Native Americans that look like us, right? So they're not in. They trying to say that the transatlantic slave trade never happened. That the people that's the so-called black people are actually indigenous to the land. Not all black people are indigenous to the land because some people come from the transatlantic slave trade. You have a village called I don't know, I might not be pronouncing this right. It's called the Untunji village. it was made by a slave that came from Yoruba in South Carolina. It came
Mm.
from the transatlantic slave trade, and then the brothers from the WFI camp, they be teaching in Baltimore with ships in it. So
Uh.
what the hell you talking about? Like they trying to just take, okay, the transatlantic slave trade didn't happen, so the blacks that's over here, the so-called blacks are actually Native American. Get that BS out of here, man. See, they coming up with this crap, right, to come against the teachings of the Hebrew Israelites, because we the one who brought it out about the Northern Kingdom coming over here in the book of the Apocrypha, and we coming up here and we brought out the transatlantic slave trade, how the Jews came from West Africa over here to the land of America. So now we got people that want to come over here and try to come with all these false history, false lies, and come against our teachers. That's what that is. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The
Because they
Bible,
don't want people to know the truth, man.
they don't. The Bible is clear historical documents. I just read to you by Louis de Therese. This man he spoke well in Hebrew, Chaldaic, and Arabic, right? So why would Christopher Columbus get this man and speak this language to come over to talk to some people he don't even know nothing about?
Exactly.
Stop with the folly, man. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
Stop with the
For
folly.
real, man.
Real.
Come.
Stop with the folly.
Come. And all this evidence and all this truth is right upon our eyes, people. Like we see the truth. Like how you can't deny the scriptures, and then if you do your own history on things, like it's not just the scriptures, it's the history that you look up, the research that you do, it backs up the scriptures. And that just shows you that this is the truth. It's in plain sight. We see it. We hear about it. Like you just gotta really just like pay attention, man. It's really not that hard. Everything is self-explanatory, man. If you just really look at the facts, and then you look at the scriptures and you break down the scriptures, everything, it's telling you what's going on. It's telling you what's happening to Israel. We just need to wake up, man, and pay attention. And we need to get out of this mindset of the Christian way and the Catholic way and all this, this European way that we going about, you know what I mean? Like we just gotta pay attention to what's going on, man. All this stuff is not a coincidence. You know what I mean? Man,
Uh,
it's just crazy, King. Like I don't understand, man. It's right in front of our eyes, man. The way you just broke that down, man, it's no way you could deny what you said.
right, con.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I'm about to get ready to digress in a minute. We're coming up against an hour. Uh,
Come.
I just want to say this and close out. I'll let you close out also. Uh, people been going, like I said, I've been going to church. I was born and brought up in a Christian home all my life, and I have not known what I've known now until I became, not until I became, until I realized and the knowledge that I was in the Israelite heritage, because I didn't become an Israelite. I was already born in Israel. I just didn't know I was Israelite. And when all these truths and everything come out, now I know everything now. So
Mm-hmm.
I encourage people to do, you know what I'm saying? If the Most High, man's goings of the Lord. That's what the scripture says. So whatever the Most High got you at, hopefully that if you are in the Christian church, you're in a mosque or whatever, I pray that the Most High bring you out of that and bring you into the truth, into who your heritage is, man.
Come.
We got it, and those who are in a Christian faith and they don't know that they Israel, we got to let these holidays go. Do your research on Thanksgiving. Do your research on Christmas. Do your research on New Year's Eve. Do your research on Easter. Do your research on all these holidays that you're participating in. Halloween. Just do your research, and then you'll probably see a lot of things different from what you was raised up and taught. Challenge what you've been taught. That's how you get to the next level. And we don't come out here to bash our brothers and sisters in the the Islam community. We love y'all, man. That's why we go day in and day out, risk our lives, go on the streets, and we teach to try to save our people, man. You know what I mean? We just we got a lot of archaeological evidence. We have a lot of biblical education. We have a lot of things that back up what we're saying. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna close. I want to read the scripture before I go. This is Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. He say, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy in vain deceit, after tradition of men, after rudiments of the world, and not of Christ, or we call Mashiach Yahushua. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So follow
mm,
Mashiach Yahushua. Grow your knowledge of
huh,
Mashiach Yahushua, who the world enemy calls Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna
huh.
digress. I'm gonna let you say your closing statements, and then I'm gonna say the salute, and then I'm out.
Yeah, man, it's not really much. You know, I just want to piggyback on what you said, man. That was the excellent teaching, man.
Tawada.
And
You had an excellent teacher too, King.
man, I appreciate the water. But you know, we just get moved out of spirit, man. This we just tell it like my brother said, man. We don't we love y'all. This is why, and this is commanded from us from you know from the Most High that we have to tell y'all this truth. Y'all might not like it, y'all might not understand, but I think y'all don't like it because y'all don't understand it. You know, my thing was when and I'm fairly new in the truth, and the most I just been blessing me with knowledge and brothers like Barakiel to tell me certain things, to tell me to look up certain things. But I also had to dig into things myself. I couldn't just take the advice or I couldn't just be like, oh, okay, yeah, y'all right. I have to go in myself and research these things. And once Barakial edify me on something, I'll go look it up myself, and I'll figure it out, and I'll be like, okay, this and that, and then you know I'll come back and tell him like it's certain things that I knew, you know what I'm saying, and he'll go look it up and be like, yeah, you're right. So that's just the spirit moving us, man. So my whole thing is like, man, just open up y'all eyes, man, and just start asking your pastor like, okay, so if you know, just ask him certain things, just challenge him, like Barakiel said. So if he can answer your questions with scriptures and don't get mad at it or nothing, then you know what I'm saying. And if he's really a true pastor, a true man of the Most High, then he'll be able to answer you honestly with scriptures. If he can't do that, then that means he's not a true man of the Most High. He's leading you towards the wrong way. So for me, I had to just open up my eyes and I had to start just, man, I give all grace and power and mercy to the Most High, though. He the one that led me to, you know what I'm saying, the brothers I know now and looking at doing my research and looking at scriptures and stuff like that, you know what I mean, and researching scriptures and really researching our history because it's our history. This Bible is our history. This Apocrypha is our history. So my thing is real, man. Just open up your eyes and just start challenging. Start asking questions. Really start looking into these scriptures, man. Really start breaking down these scriptures, man. And just it's really important for you to know about your history, man. And you know the Most High leads you towards the right direction if you really start doing that. You really get into Him and really start learning these scriptures, man. And that's all I got to say, man. I digress off of that.
Like, well, man, that was a good closing, King. But I gotta get out of here. We got an hour mark. Shalom to the 12 tribes of Israel. And thank the Most High we was able to do this. So we do this by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double shout out to the elders for teaching this truth. Double shout out to the young men laboring in this truth to the four corners of earth, risking their lives, putting in this work. Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Con, I'm out of here, King. Now, let me close
Con,
end the stream.
con.